Hello and welcome back, beautiful collective. Collective, thank you for joining me here. Let's get into your messages. Having faith in your values, the light of hope. Have faith in your values. You could be learning new skills. You're on a new beginning and you are fulfilling your prophecy. It's like you are learning now. It's like taking small steps to diminish your worrying and know it's all gonna be okay. And so it is. You could be working on these skills. You could be learning from, how we say self sabotage. Some of you could be learning about that, but it's also now the opposite of self sabotage and learning to use those skills to prophesize good things. And so it is, and so shall it be. And you're developing these skills. Forgiveness. You could be embracing healthy relationships and learning from past mistakes, and now learning the difference between self sabotaging thoughts and creating positive, the opposite of self sabotage, whatever the opposite of self sabotage is. It's the other half of that, prophesizing good things, prophesizing positive energy, positive thoughts. This is, I can find forgiveness, I can change this situation, I can manifest wonderful things in my life and healthy relationships. Celebrating, grounded, home. You're loving, you're nurturing, but now you've also had to learn about overgiving, and you've had to learn to speak your truth, and you've had to find a balance, and it's looking like something is in perfect harmony here. Your energy is in perfect harmony. You're still loving, you're still giving, you're still generous, but on the other token, you are using your wisdom and your discernment of who you give that love to. You have recalled your power and you are grown. And now it's like you're in this perfect energy. You can be warm and giving, you can be very discerning. You have learned how to balance your own energy in perfect harmony. It's a lot of hard work. It is. It can lead you to a victory. It's a fine balance, eh? But it's looking like with your perfect balance of energy, you are being led to a victory. You're overcoming your challenges. Endings are merely beginnings. And knowing your worth and your value, see this as self sabotaging thoughts. Mm. Insecurities. You've learned these skills. You're learning these skills, or you have learnt these skills. So don't worry. You're being divinely guided. Balance, harmony. Mm. Like someone wanted to steal your power, or you could have been allowing people to steal your power. Maybe people were manipulating you out of your power. Small steps, learning to trust, getting your balance back, learning to set up boundaries. Mm. Almost like someone is angry at you. Healthy relationships, not wasting your time on people who will betray you. You've moved on from that. You've done a lot of work. Think you've faced your fears. You're conquering your fears. Your guides are helping you. Um, it's like, whoa, healthy relationships. I think a lot of relationships were keeping you in a stuck energy. And I think that you have learned now this was a cycle or a pattern you may have had. But this person is in regret. This is love. This is forgiveness. Someone's still in love with you. Someone wants your forgiveness. Someone wants your forgiveness. It's like they had a self fulfilling prophecy. This person self sabotaged their own relationships by their own fears, their own insecurities. Now, this could be family as well because the family came out. It's like the thing that you fear the most. Abandonment, rejection, and learning to say, well, chalking it up to a learning experience and learning to say, well, I've learned something very valuable. This person is also learning. They've learned they self-sabotage this relationship by their own insecurities, their own fears, their own, and that can apply to family members too, Spirit saying, because it's like that's how people in general sabotage. They say this and they say that because they pre-think, they overanalyze, and then they call it out. And it may not even be the case. And it's like you got people around you sabotaging all around you, like lovers, friends, family members. Something really big is going on in the universe for all this to be coming out. It's like people's own fears, and they're making it, they're manifesting it, they're making it happen based on their own fears of it happening. It's like you've learned this lesson. You know that if you think negatively, you're going to get that happen to you. If you're always living in a flux of fear, or fear of abandonment, or fear of rejection, they'll actually go out of their way to make that happen. And that is what this person did. And that is what somebody else around you is doing currently. Whether it be a friend or a family member, they are self-sabotaging their own lives and their relationship with you, having a close relationship with you, because they've already had predetermined thoughts or predetermined outcomes. You know what I'm saying? They're negative thinkers and they are manifesting that in their lives. You have learned the skill. You have learned this skill of having a balance, proper boundaries. You're going too far, back off. Standing up for yourself, being loving and compassionate, but not being afraid to cut people off if you need to. You have found your perfect balance. And there's others around you that are experiencing that right now. And you may be now the mentor to teach them. I'm not talking about your past person. There are other connections around you that they're sabotaging their relationship with you by doing the same thing. Pushing, like very negative mindset someone has. And they're like, oh, I can't trust him anyway. They'll end up betraying me. They'll end up doing this. They'll end up doing that. They're speaking and manifesting it in their life. You're not doing anything to them. They're doing it to themselves. So not only do you have this past person doing that, there are other people around you as well doing it. And I think that spirit is giving you that experience to see it being done, like, so you can learn from that. So you might actually be teaching this at some point in the future. You might be teaching these skills to others, pointing out to them, you know, you're self sabotaging, eh? You know, you're self sabotaging. Or are you aware that you are self sabotaging? Do you hear what you're actually saying? Got other people around you as well that are doing this to you. It's for a teaching tool, it's for to give you experience with seeing that behavior in other people. Interesting. So, Spirit must have a plan for you for it to come out this way because you have balanced your energy. This is choosing the right relationships and having harmony in them. So you'll be able to sense right away when someone comes to you and has this self sabotaging mental mentality. You will be able to recognize it in not just your lovers, but in relationships that are close to you, maybe friends or family relationships, and they could be doing the same thing. And maybe you're going to be utilized as a tool here for um, teaching others about self sabotage. There's a purpose behind it. It's not just to hurt you or to have people fall away from you. You may actually be used as a tool to aid others in seeing what they're doing. Hmm, interesting. Spirit has plans for you guys. And it's looking like these experiences that you've had will be a tool to help others recognize these characteristics, these traits. Take care now.